Okay, so we're putting the finishing touches on the 4-jaw competition machine, and it's coming out pretty nicely here. I'm pretty happy with the results. It's turned out to be pretty accurate actually, and I wasn't trying super hard, but that's just what happened. Added some little wrench holders here, so the competitors can grab their wrenches. And now, a couple of questions came up during the construction of this that I thought I would kind of address on video, which is because they were of interest. And I'm not sure what it was that I said or how that I presented the original idea, but some guys got the idea that the competitors would be kind of side by side like this, right? Well, that was kind of never the intent. There was always going to be, you know, Chuck on your left for both folks, so the other competitor would be on the other side. And so we'd kind of be facing each other, which is kind of fun too. You know, you can doink, you can tease each other a little bit while you're trying to compete. So anyway, that was that. And then some guys commented. They said, "Gee, between your hand sketches and what actually came out, it changed considerably." And it's true. That's what happens when you get on the computer. You start looking at this, and I said, well, gee, I can cut these out of flat plates. You know, that was the thought. And then, you know, kind of once you make that shift mentally that you're going to cut it out of flat plate, all these shapes are basically free. So whether this is square or has some decorative curves in it, really is meaningless at that point from a cost standpoint. So you can add some, you know, you can add some shape and some embellishment. It really doesn't cost you anything at that point, right? Now, you know, if you're bandsawing all this out and filing it or whatever, yeah, the cost in labor is high. But when you're water jetting or laser cutting or flame cutting, you know, holes and curves and radiuses are kind of free. So you might as well put it in and make it look good too at the same time, instead of, you know, looking like a concrete trailer or something like that. So anyway, and let's see, what was there? There was another question. Oh, I didn't pull it out. Some guys asked about this pulley tap, you know, and I was tapping these end plates here, and why did I use a pulley tap? And it wasn't so much that I was using a pulley tap. This, you probably can't see it on camera here, is I've ground 3 flats on the shank of this so that the drill grabs it really good. So this particular tap, this one, I've ground 3 flats on it so the chuck can get a hold of it and it doesn't slip. So that's why I was using this one, because it holds on really good and it doesn't spin in the chuck. So anyway, that's the story on that one. And then the other question was the round abrasive stone that I use to kind of clean out the holes. Those are available from pretty much all the grinding disc and sanding disc folks. They're just called abrasive stones. That one has got a thread insert in the end so that it goes right on the grinder. So okay. Anyway, so those of you guys who are coming down to the bash, you'll get to see this in person and try it out yourselves, and have some fun. So we'll see you soon with this thing. Okay, this next lot, kind of interesting, comes to us from Sam Robertson, and he's in Los Angeles, California, and I'm hoping Sam will be at the bash. I think he's planning on coming. Anyway, Sam is a Snap-on tool collector. He loves Snap-on stuff, and he knows that I like it as well, and he had an extra one of these, and he decided he wanted to send it into the show. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen one of these before, and what it is it's you know, it's just a brush, you know, for cleaning or whatever. But what's interesting about it is it disassembles, and this is a refill unit apparently. So back in the day, so I think these have been long discontinued. But what's interesting with this thing, let's set that aside for a sec, is he actually did some research, and here's the original patent for this guy here, and this went to R.C. Howell in 1952, and there it is describing the patent and how it works and all the claims and all that stuff. So pretty cool. So there's the patent number if you want to look it up yourself. So it's probably still on file. And that's not a design patent, that's a utility patent there, I believe. So looking at the number. Okay, so that's pretty cool, Sam. I appreciate it. That's a neat brush. You know, it's so rare, I don't know how I'll use it, but it's got a good stiffness. It's kind of like those yellow brushes I use on the mill, but it's just got a kind of a pleasing die-cast handle here. Anyway, this is Blue Point Snap-on and a refillable brush, and that's a GA81 if you guys like that and you want to look for one on eBay. Now the other thing Sam sent was this guy here, which is kind of, everybody I think knows what this is. This is a drawbar wrench. So it fits your drawbar, and then it also fits your strap tooling. But this one has what looks like a copper, it's bronze, a bronze hammerhead that's kind of cast integral to the handle here. So somebody has taken a commercial wrench and made some kind of mold that closes around here like this, and they pour bronze around it. That's my guess how this is made. I don't see kind of any other way to do that, but unless there's the wrench is cut, this is slid on, and then you know, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense either. You'd have to slide it back here and then slide it into place, and it looks like they've polished off some heat marks here to me, so I'm thinking this is cast in position. So it's called a triform, or at least that's the name on it there, and it's got the right weight for knocking a drawbar out. So Sam, thank you very much for sending that stuff in. I appreciate it, and I hope to meet you in person at the bash. So thank you, sir. All right, so this next one comes to us from my friend Mitch Rosen, and Mitch Rosen Extraordinary Gun Leather. So Mitch, he makes holsters and leather products for firearms folks, and he also he makes the apron that I wear, and also now that he's it looks like he's kind of branching out a little bit into metalworking stuff a little. And what this is, for those of you who don't know, and we all know what this guy is here. Well, it's a rule case, and it's got a bomber clip on it here that will snap into your pocket or your pants or wherever you want to carry this, and hang on to your rule here. Okay, and it works for any kind of 6-inch rule. Okay. That you care to carry, right? And this is one of the thicker ones here, and it seems to be fine for that. So that's Mitch Rosen, Extraordinary Gun Leather, and let me tell you, whenever one of these boxes shows up from Mitch, when you open the packaging, the smell of the leather that comes out of the bag is just off the hook. You know, if you could make that into a cologne or something like that, I'd buy it by the case. It's wonderful, and this has that smell, and you just want to use it. So anyway, Mitch, I think, is selling these on his website. I'm not sure of pricing. You have to go check it out. There's a link in the description where you can go to Mitch's site and check those out, and he has the aprons. Also, Mitch is a sponsor for this year's Summer Bash. He sent a few items in, and he's stepping up and helping out the metalworking community. He's sent a few things along that will be at the Summer Bash. All right, Mitch, hey, thanks a lot. I love this thing. It's awesome, and I'm going to wear it. I'm going to put ear straps on this so I can wear it underneath my nose. All right, thank you, my friend. Okay, so this next lot, I is kind of a mixed lot, and it's actually really interesting. It comes to us from Mike Marionek, and he's out of Muskego, Wisconsin. And interestingly enough, Mike worked for Kearney and Trecker, and he also worked for Warner and Swasey, actually. Okay, so let's look at. Actually, let's just dump this out here. It's kind of interesting. He sent some of his business cards. So there he worked for Kearney and Trecker. Okay, then that became Bendix, or he went to Bendix, which was part of Warner and Swasey. Then he went Warner Swasey. Let's see, how does it go here? Anyway, there's Warner and Swasey, and then K&T Swasey, right? They all kind of melded together, right? So anyway, he was a service representative, a service tech, and worked on these machines, which is kind of neat. Anyway, he sent me some cool stuff. Now, who out there has some Warner and Swasey stickers, man? Because these are really cool. This is a great logo, and it's very simple. It's very distinctive. This is everything that you want in a logo here, okay? Like I said, distinctive, easy to see from across the room. You can, brand identity, the whole 9 yards. It's lovely. Okay, so there's some stickers. I got some Warner and Swasey stickers, which is cool. And Warner and Swasey conversion chart. So this is from 1973, and they were already handing out millimeter to inch conversions. So for all you guys out there, that first one, that's a thousandth of a millimeter, otherwise known as a micron, which is 40 millionths of an inch. Okay, and then off you go. And there's a conversion down there. And what do we got? Fractions, and fraction decimal conversions, and then this is a K&T decimal equivalent preferred tap drill chart, which is pretty cool. And then for all the pocket protector nerds out there, if you're going to have a pocket protector, this is the one you want right here, K&T, buddy. All right, that's pretty cool. And there's even a mechanical pencil that's got a crispy rubber on it here from 1974 or whatever, and this Warner and Swasey pencil. Pretty neat, huh? Let's see, I didn't look at that one. What is that? Another Warner and Swasey, so... Oh, fancy that, it's got a button. I wonder if this, I wonder if it works. Look at that, oops, it still works. Way to go, Warner and Swasey. All right, anyway, so there's that, and there's more to show here, so let me get the next little segment ready. Okay, so we were talking about logos. So he actually sent me a medallion off of a machine. I assume it's off of a machine. But look at that. Once again, it's a great logo, right? It's a great logo. Let's turn that around. And but this is neat, the kind of the differences in relief here, right? So this one's poking up, this one's going down, and then you have this distinctive kind of yin-yang thing going on here. It's just a neat little neat badge. So there's that, okay? And then check this out. This is pretty cool here. And what this is, so I'm told, is it's a pen holder, okay, which was some kind of customer demo, okay, and this was run on a K&T NC machine, okay. Now the best part of this was a K&T NC machine from 1964, okay. So all you guys out there, you big CNC heads, okay, guys were doing this stuff back then, all right? They laid the groundwork for how easy it is to use these machines you guys have now. So you used to have to punch tape and then load the tape on the machine and then run the program, and if you wanted to change something, you had to punch another tape, da-da-da-da-da. Now you guys got it really easy. Trust me, okay? Take that from an old guy. You got it really easy, all right? So anyway, 1964, a little CNC or NC example, numerical control. So it's not computer numerical control, it's numerical control. So kind of neat, huh? So they were making little swaggy bling items back then. So kind of neat. Thanks, Mike. That's pretty awesome. Then the last item the last item is the black box. Okay, so what's in the black box, right? You might ask. Well, apparently Mike had these made, or he. Let's see, what's the story here? Black box. In 1964, my dad made these extra wide adjustable parallels to help me indicate and align the 1 1/16 master locating slots on work pallets. So I guess Mike's dad was a toolmaker and made him these little adjustable blocks, that are kind of wide and thick to help with some aligning project. And then he engraved them. And that was probably engraved on a decal or a Gorton, just looking at it, okay? And pretty nice. So they got a little screw to pull them along, okay? And that's interesting. What's Boy, they don't have much of an angle, do they? Wow, I thought, I just kind of assumed they had an angle in them. I need a pair of calipers. Let me grab some calipers here real quick. Let's take a look at that, because I just looking at them, they don't look like they have an angle to them. If they do, it's not very much. So let's run those all the way out. Maybe the angle is just really, really subtle. All right, so we're 6'8", 688. Let's go all the way the other way. So, okay, now I don't know how you use these. So, okay, Mike, you got some splaining to do. How the heck did you use these here? How do these work? Because they're not changing size this way, which is what I would expect with a quote-unquote adjustable parallel. So, interesting. Okay. Well, I'll play with them. They're very nicely made, by the way. So your dad did a great job, and thank you very much for sending those into the show. That's some nice tool making there.